Again, I want to thank you all for coming this evening. In case you don't know who I am, I'm nobody. My name is JT Moffitt. I own JT's Cash for Goods, and I'm also a partner in the shop, which is an automotive repair shop on Lower Pearl Street. Great mechanic, by the way. I'd like to introduce my wife, Lucy. Lucy, would you stand up, please? She should get a medal at least or something. God bless her. I don't know how she's done it, but anyway, she still lets me hang around. We also have I believe we have a council, our vice mayor's here, Larry McGoffin. Would you stand up, please? Larry McGoffin, thank you for coming. Let's see. I'd like to also introduce some key players in the fight to protect your rights. Steve Sacco and Sharon Sacco, sitting in the front row here. Steve and Sharon. Kathy Swakey to my right. Diane and Sam Tipton sitting in the back row at the information desk. Jack and Diane Commodore. Where are you, Jack? Stand up, buddy. And Diane, there you are. The Commodore family has deep roots in Benson, and I'll tell you, they brought much insight to our group about the needs of the community. We really appreciate their input and their support. Thank you very much. Paul Waltzoff from Cave Radio. Paul's been a beacon in this community. I'll tell you, he has really done a lot to bring to light some of these issues, especially the one we're here for tonight. We appreciate you, Paul. Dana Cole from the newspaper. Dana works tirelessly to bring us both sides of any issue. She doesn't miss a beat, doesn't miss any meetings or anything. We really appreciate all her hard work as well. Councilman Al Sacco, you stand up, please, Al. Al has now 10 years of service, standing up for the rights of the people of Benson. He's been a voice on council for a decade. You know, always there, making sure that the people's rights and needs are brought to attention. We appreciate you. And in the last couple of years, he's had some help from Ron Brooks. Ron, where are you? Yeah, please. Appreciate you there, Ron. Recently Ron has brought a great deal of accountability to city council sessions, and I sure appreciate it. Don't stop, Ron, you're on a roll. Did Mayor King make it tonight? No, he didn't make it yet. He must be at the school. I know that Joaquin from the radio station also had parent-teacher conferences, so that may be holding them up. We do have some candidates for office here. Brian, where is he? Joaquin? Where's he hiding? Joaquin! There's the man behind the voice. Stand up. Joaquin from the morning show on Cave Radio. All right. $2.20 an hour. We got to talk about that, Paul. I mean, come on, man. It's been like 5 years since his last raise. Give him a quarter. I told you, I put a plug in there for you, Joaquin. I'm sorry, Brian Kraft, stand up, please. Brian Kraft, candidate for City Council. Candidate Peter Wogsness is here tonight. They'll be speaking at the call to public. Jeff Cook make it? There he is, candidate Jeff Cook. And I mostly, you can see I kind of highlighted the people that are supporting our cause because this is our time. You have to understand that, I'm not here to really give a platform to someone who supports the Chapter 7 codes, obviously. For too long, we've heard only from City Hall and have been victims of a propaganda campaign to try and sell this new law to us. Our presentation tonight is pure fact. I'm not talking about call to public. The presentation you're going to see is fact. That's why we didn't seek out a legal opinion or have a planning and zoning expert here. We feel that if presented with the truth, you folks will see these codes for what they really are, without all the smoke and mirrors certain city officials are famous for. After the presentation, we've dedicated the remainder of the evening to call the public. You can voice your concerns and opinions and questions for anyone here or just voice your opinions and concerns at that time. Kathy will be moderating the call to public, and we'll go over the format with you at that time. Steve Sockel will be doing the presentation of the Chapter 7 codes, the highlights of the Chapter 7 codes. As for myself, I'm not going to be sitting up here all night. I know that's going to really depress some of you people, but I got to go sit down. I'll be seated in the audience with you so that my comments at Call to Public are not reflected on the citizens group who has put this event together. That way I separate myself from the group and I can give my opinion at Call to Public freely. If there's still unanswered questions and or requests for additional information at the end of tonight's meeting, please write them down. There's pads of paper and pens in the back information table, tons of them. You can write them down and give them to either to Steve Sockel or myself, and we will address them and get back with you. Again, I thank you for attending tonight's forum, and I turn the presentation over to Steve Sockel.
Well, it's nice to see such a large turnout. You know, there's quite a few people in town that are trying to make the citizens of Benson more aware of what goes on behind the scenes with respect to the city government. So I'd like to thank the city for hosting the forum, because without this venue it would have been a lot more difficult for us to get together as a group and talk. I'd also like to say, you know, the city has a hard time and a difficult task of trying to come up with building and safety codes that are going to work for everybody and are going to be able to make sure that everybody is safe. You know, we as a group don't believe that we should eliminate